I sensed it. We had a great day of prep yesterday. Guys were flying all the last 2 days. Very physical, tough practices, and the guys really went after it, got after each other, and had a great shoot around today. Very mentally prepared. You can see it in their eyes. They're come out and have a good game tonight, just effort-wise, and that's what we did. Ferguson obviously came out and shot the lights out. I can't believe he missed 5 of them. A couple of those other ones he shot went in, they're about 30 feet out there. He's a great kid. It's good to see him come back and play well in front of his friends and family, former teammates. He just had that thing going. It was one of those nights that, as a shooter, you dream about. But I was very pleased. Chris Allen, I think, really came out for the first time all year. This in the Providence game, where he just came out really aggressive, and he took shots when they were there. Was shot ready. He and I watched film, for a long time. We were in there for about an hour the other day, and just really talked about him coming out and aggressive and playing this game. And he certainly did that tonight, and got us off to a great start. Royce was phenomenal as a facilitator, like Scotty said. He had 8 assists. He probably got about 15. We missed a lot of wide open looks that he got for us. But really top to bottom. I think as Chris Allen said it best, he said our guys, everybody that was in the game made a good contribution.
You talked a lot about seeing this team respond to adversity. Did you see that a little bit tonight? They cut it to under 10 a couple different times.
Yeah, some of those are draining. They drained me over there in the sidelines, and our guys stuck with it. Called a couple timeouts where earlier in the year they came over with their heads down. They ran over. They were attentive. We had eye contact, and they went out there and responded. They cut it to 8. We push it right back up to 14, and that's what you have to do. And we found a way to close out a game. We've been the last 2, even though we didn't shoot it well in Central Michigan. We defended. That's as well as we defended down the stretch. They scored 2 points in the last 6.5. And then tonight, we come out there and again, hold a team that can really get it going. Those guys can fire them in there, and they scored 64. So 2 pretty good defensive efforts for us in back-to-back nights.
How do you explain Royce's game? It looks like he says, okay, I'm going to go out and be the assist guy tonight, or I'm going to be the Rodman rebounder. Tonight's my night, I'm going to score.
It's hard to explain. He's a very well-rounded player, I'll say that. He obviously can make a lot of things happen. He takes 3 shots. And he's one of the most dominant players on the court. 3 block shots. He made some very good defensive plays tonight. Stepped out and helped one when our guy got picked off when Ferguson was coming off the screen and got back to his guy. So he did a lot of things very well tonight, and he was stuffed the stat sheet with 10, 8, 6. That's pretty good numbers.
You happy with where everything is now with the team with these guys? They had for Christmas, like
I'm feeling better about our guys. It's a group that they keep fighting. They're coming out. They're working extremely hard in practice. You looked at our shooters last game. They're 4 for 18. Our 3 best shooters with Scotty and Bav and Allen. And I'll tell you what, those guys come back. Chris Allen was in the gym that night. He comes back in and gets shots up. Those other guys are in the gym before practice starting. So they want it. They're working extremely hard, and I'm happy for them. It's 4 in a row for us. We need to build on it. Need to have a great game on New Year's. Try to get some confidence going into conference play. But yeah, it's a group that I like these guys. They're starting to come together as a team and hopefully starting to get it.
Coach, as far as Chris Babb shooting woes go, is it possible, like as a shooter, that the break might actually help him just from a mental standpoint?
No question. It will be good for him. I know he'll get in the gym every day. He'll be there when he gets back tomorrow. He's going to do everything he can to get back on track. Chris Babb, he's got a beautiful shooting stroke. The big thing you try to tell him is trust it. He's going to go out there and have a breakout game, and everything will be fine. It's one of those things right here, man. The brain gets in the way too much, and as a shooter, he's got to find a way to get through it. But I'll tell you what, he went in there late in the game and really did a good job on Ferguson after he had it.
So with him, there's nothing physical, you know what I mean? So
He's a little tight in his shoulders right now. He's holding on to it a little bit too long. It doesn't take much, man. This thing's a game of inches, and as a shooter especially. But if you continue to put the work in, he needs to go out and get a couple layups, get to the free throw line, see that thing go in the basket, and then that makes those threes easier.
Is this a turning point in the season? Like the guys, they see themselves, we can finish a game, we can play a complete game. Something to learn off.
Yeah, it will certainly help us. And again, we've had games where we played well offensively, not defensively. Had poor offensive efforts, but we stepped up on defense. This was a game I thought we really played well together. This is a team we talked about before the game that was within 3 against Memphis with the couple minutes to go. So this is a team that can play. We knew they'd be excited coming back here, and they were. But you know, it was fun to see our guys step up and play a game together for a full 40 minutes.
Coach, was one of the things, you know, outside of Ferguson, you really contained in terms of shooting, and given they were able to put that kind of run on Memphis at Memphis, I'm sure, you know, that was, you know, one of those, I guess, crucibles for you guys too.
Well, he's 10 for 16, and we hold him at 38.5% shooting. You know, you take him away, and we have one of the best defensive nights that we've had here. So, you know, tip your hat to him. I mean, they ran some plays for him, and he was coming off handoffs, flying off, and just firing that thing. But I thought we did an excellent job. You know, Alexander had a big game for him at Memphis. Took 15 shots. He was a key. We actually started Babb on him tonight and did a solid job. He was 1 for 11. Then we did a good job of playing off of Smith, who we felt was much more of a facilitator, and this guy was more of a plug man. So we played a pretty smart game on defense.
Is there an update with Devon?
Yeah, he will hopefully be able to practice when he gets back. You know, it'll probably be light at first. You know, we'll see how he progresses, but he's going to go home and continue the treatment plan that our trainer, Dick Miller, will give to him, and hopefully he's able to come back and get back out again.
Any time frame? When we'll be back?
Not sure. I mean, we'll just, you know, it's a groin strain, and you know those things take time to heal. But Vic's pretty confident that he'll be able to give us some minutes of practice when he gets back.
Yeah, question, Coach.
And just so you know, I'm, you know, academic-wise, I'm very proud of our guys for another strong semester. They finished with the best overall fall semester in the history of the program, with over a 2.8 GPA. So I'm proud of our guys for finishing strong in that area, and again, feeling good about themselves going into the break. And when I scream after my golf game after I hit one of the woods, my ball would never. Thanks, guys.